25 Ways to Win with People by John Maxwell was a book written to simplify and summarize small, digestible pieces, one of his other best-selling books, Winning with People. The first book, Winning with People, is great for CEOs, but this book, 25 Ways, I think is a book that every manager and their team members would love. Like if your company encourages your employees to read a book of the month, this one should be an absolute must. 5 out of 5 head tilts. And I'll tell you why. I've read a lot of John Maxwell's books and I love them all. I end up closing the book wishing I hope I get to meet him one day. But not just meet him, like just get to be in his presence for a while. Like these 25 ways to live that he outlines in the book just makes me realize the guy isn't just a great leader, he's a great human being. And I want that to kind of rub off on me. So if living by these 25 principles can somehow have me become even a small, blurry reflection of how I perceive he would be in real life, then these are 25 ways to live worth pursuing. I read books to help me either become a better person, a better citizen, or a better human. And I think this book ticks all 3 of those categories at once. Each chapter is very short and it ends with a simple 4-step plan to implement the principle. Something to forget, something to ask yourself, something to do, and something to remember. For example, chapter 18, add value to people. It says, forget about trying to become a person of success and instead become a person of value. Ask who adds value to my life and to whom I would most like to add value to. Do make a list of the people in your life and note exactly what they value most from you. And remember that if you don't truly value the person, he or she will never feel important in your presence. Quick and simple 4-step process. If you manage a team of people, you can literally take each one of these 25 ways to live and make it a teaching moment in your staff meetings with a task for each person to find a way to live out that principle that week while at work. And you would literally have 25 weeks worth of growth and development and great attitudes from your team. Here's some excerpts from the book that really jumped out at me. You will only be able to take a person as far as you've gone yourself. Those who add to us draw us to them. Those who subtract cause us to withdraw. I've discovered that it takes quantity time to find quality time. If you don't carve out the time, you can't create the memory. There was one particular principle that I disagreed with, and that was number 5, compliment people in front of other people. On the surface, I realized that sounds great, and I actually fully support and love the intention behind the principle. But in the context of managing a team of people in a work environment, I much prefer the principle from the book, Everyone Deserves a Great Manager, a book that I've already reviewed, and you can find the link into the comments if you want to learn about in-depth why. But a short summary would be that firstly, you may end up causing resentment from others who aren't getting complimented in a team meeting by just singling one person out for a compliment. Number 2, you don't know if it might embarrass the person that you're complimenting in a group. Introverts, for example, might feel very uncomfortable when all eyes are on them in a meeting. And thirdly, a compliment in a business setting can be far more powerful if you pull the employee aside and make a special moment to praise them in private for the great work that they've done. I found that to be far more effective than praising in public. I'd love to know which of the 25 ways to live you enjoy most, and maybe if you disagree with any of them like I did with number 5. So please leave a comment, and if you want to reach out when I release another book review, please make sure to subscribe so you'll get alerted when that one is released. Until next time, let's all try a little harder to be a little better. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch that book review. If you liked it, I think you might like this one as well. Check it out.